Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and today we're going to be focusing on the survey event update. Now, this survey is going to give you 3 familiar coupons for filling it out, and it has a lot of great questions regarding queues, regarding bots, and your feelings regarding those. We're going to go ahead and go through it together as we go through here, just so I can talk about some of my feelings regarding some of these issues. We're going to kind of be a little non-inflammatory. We're also going to talk about my experience with Netmarble in previous games and similar surveys that they've done, because they haven't always listened to the feedback. So let's go ahead and dig in. So I should point out, you do have to be logged in on your account to do this. There's some, basic things you're gonna have to know here. But for 3 free familiar summon coupons, let's do this. Let's push through this. So what region am I in? I'm in North America. I am level 71 to 90. What am I most satisfied with in the most recent update? It's gonna have to be, I really like Relic Wars. I really think Relic Wars is a great feature. Unfortunately, a lot of people can't really participate in it, but as someone who runs a guild and who runs upper level content on our server, I do really enjoy it. And it's kind of forced guilds to intermingle together and guild leaders to communicate, and I really love that type of mechanic. What am I most dissatisfied with? I would say I'm probably most dissatisfied with, I would probably say the new familiar, just because there's no special banners. There's nothing, like, he's not easily acquirable. I wish they had a different summon method other than like just pure diamonds, or, something, either a discount summon on the main banner, something like that to make it easier to get the new mounts and not have to spend upwards of 20,000, 40,000 diamonds for each new mount. We understand there's been a lot of dissatisfaction regarding bots in the community. Where do you see an improvement needed the most? Now, this is interesting because they only let you select one, and I think for most people, they're going to choose generating queues, but for me, queues are not the problem because I do buy the pass. So I think they're going to get 2 main answers here. For me, it's Lava Valley. Doing Lava Valley, as someone who spends money on the game and who is a moderate dolphin, I do get matched up with bots pretty nonstop, and it's extremely frustrating, especially as rogue main, to try and carry fights with bots on my team. So for me, it's always the playing and matching in Lava Valley that is absolutely frustrating. I can understand, though, a lot of people are going to pick generating queues. Where do you see an improvement needed the most while playing the game? Oh, what's the difference between these? Where do you see an improvement needed the most regarding bots? Where do you see an improvement needed the most while playing the game? I think queues are a pretty big deal right now in the community. And I think hard to play the game due to bots and abnormal multiple accounts. I think these 2 are probably the biggest issues for me. I think a lot of people, especially people that have kind of this hatred towards crypto or towards Territe, or don't really have an understanding of the Territe system, will probably choose Territe drop rate. And I can understand that. I can understand where that frustration is coming from. But honestly, like, when you're at max level, you're able to farm 400 plus Territe in a nightly farm relatively easily. We have screenshots in my Discord of it. So I think Territe, again, is one of those bottlenecks that you don't really need to worry about until you're max level. And I think right now, actually getting into the game, like, before you can even worry about Territe, right? Before you can even worry about anything in the game, you have to get past the queues, and you have to get past the server stuttering because of the bots. So I think, again, those queues and hard to play the game is going to be the way to go here. Please freely share your thoughts and opinions on Ni no Kuni Crossworld. So this is really interesting. I don't think they'll ever look at this. In my experience, this won't really get much done. So I'm just going to put, please handle the bots. I think that's going to be the best thing that can be done long term right now. I am really happy that there is 18,414 participants in this. One thing I will say though, and I'm being cautiously optimistic here because, again, I don't like to be a naysayer and a doomsayer and like really anti-Netmarble, because I can tell that Netmarble has been doing things to try and fix the issue. But I will just talk about another game that I played with Netmarble, Seven Nights 2, which a lot of people are not familiar with. And just to give you an understanding, like Seven Nights 2 is a game where your AFK farm was very important, and they changed the AFK farming on the Korean version of the game, and then they changed it to an enhanced version after because everybody hated the in-between version that Korea got, because they got like a nerfed version of AFK farming. And Global knew that was coming, right? Because we had foresight of this. And there was a lot of hubbub about it, and people were really upset about it. And so Netmarble did a survey very similar to this, and they said, you know, hey, we hear you guys are upset about the map changes or the AFK farming changes, right? And we just wanted to get your opinions on it. What do you think? And overwhelmingly, the players pretty much agreed that they did not want the changes, right? If we wanted the changes, we wanted the enhanced AFK changes that Korea got later on. And Netmarble came out and they were like, yes, we're listening to you. We're not going to do it. And they didn't implement it. But then 3 months later, they implemented it, and it was out of nowhere. It was absolutely devastating to the game. I literally did a YouTube video on it called How to Kill a Gacha in 24 Hours. That's how bad they just didn't listen to the survey. They just went ahead and released it anyway, and it literally, for me, it killed the game. It literally killed the game and my enjoyment of the game, because that AFK farming was like the heartbeat, right? It was the heartbeat of the game. It was what kept the game active and interesting for me. So for when I see surveys like this and I fill these surveys out, I do hope that some of these issues do get addressed. And I think issues like bots and things are probably actively being addressed right now. However, what is always in the back of my mind, especially when we're dealing with Netmarble, is that, you know, they screwed Seven Nights 2 over pretty bad. And I'll go ahead and link that video down in my description down below in case you guys want to go see it, because you can see, like, I was really impassioned when that happened, because Seven Nights 2 was not a game that I covered you know, as a way to make money or as my career. It was literally very similar to kind of Ni no Kuni. I just played it because I loved it, and none of the content creators made videos about it. Nobody like expressed their frustration, and I felt like I was the only one that was doing that. So anyway, everybody, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys on stream later tonight. We are going to do a stream through Reset this evening, and I will catch you guys later.